In the 1980s, countless homes across England burned to the ground, leaving families devastated and investigators puzzled. But amidst the ashes, one peculiar pattern emerged. In many of these homes, often reduced to nothing but charred remnants, one item always seemed to survive the flames: a painting of a crying boy. And not just any painting. A specific, mass-produced artwork that could be found in homes across the country, featuring a young boy with sorrowful, teary eyes staring out from the frame. Soon, this seemingly harmless artwork became the center of one of England's most chilling urban legends, a cursed painting said to bring destruction to whoever owned it. This is the story of the Crying Boy painting. So what is this painting? Printed and sold as part of a series starting in the 1950s, The Crying Boy was an inexpensive, widely loved piece of wall art. It was painted by Italian artist Giovanni Bragolin, also known as Bruno Amadio. Bragolin reportedly created the series of crying child portraits, each capturing various sorrowful expressions, during a post-war period where art often reflected themes of loss and emotion. But why this seemingly simple painting would come to be feared as an object of supernatural terror is the question. In 1985, The Sun, a popular British tabloid, ran a sensational headline that drove public paranoia through the roof: "Blazing Curse of the Crying Boy." The story reported a house fire in Yorkshire, where despite the home being mostly destroyed, firefighters found an untouched Crying Boy painting amidst the wreckage. Coincidence? Maybe. But soon, more similar cases came to light. Firefighters began recounting stories of homes where this painting was the only thing that made it through the inferno. One firefighter even reportedly claimed that he'd personally come across the painting unburned in over a dozen fires. The scare spiraled. People who owned this painting began to panic, and rumors spread like wildfire. Some said the boy in the painting was an orphan who had died in a house fire, and his spirit was now cursed to seek vengeance. Others whispered that the painting bore the hand of a jilted priest who cursed it. The legend took a life of its own, with overwhelmed homeowners desperately throwing the paintings into the trash, burning them, or donating them in an attempt to rid themselves of the supposed bad luck. Naturally, science and skeptics tried to intervene. Experts suggested that the paintings were printed on highly flame-retardant materials, possibly from a special varnish or paper backing that resisted catching fire. Moreover, some noted that shock and devastation caused by house fires might make certain visual coincidences, like finding the painting intact, feel more profound and eerie than they actually are. But despite logical explanations, the rumors had already cemented the Crying Boy as England's most infamous cursed object. The situation escalated to the point where The Sun offered to help with a mass banishment. They invited readers to send in their Crying Boy paintings for disposal, promising to burn them and bring peace to terrified homes. Hundreds took part, and soon, piles of these paintings were ceremoniously destroyed, though their macabre allure remained alive in the minds of many. But the story takes an even more bizarre twist. Some investigators looking into Bragolin's inspiration for the work uncovered oral legends that the boy in the painting was a real child, and according to legend, the boy's home indeed burned down, and superstitions claimed he carried bad luck wherever he went. Of course, there's no concrete evidence supporting this claim, but it added another unsettling layer to an already strange tale. As time passed, the hysteria around the Crying Boy painting faded, but the legend still lingers today. Some people swear by its curse, claiming their lives were never the same after bringing the art into their homes. Meanwhile, others dismiss it altogether, chalking it up to a mix of mass hysteria, tabloids feeding on fear, and some oddly fire-resistant printing techniques. Whether you believe in curses or not, the story of the Crying Boy reveals something profound about humanity's tendency to find patterns and meaning in chaos. Even amid tragedy, we look for an answer, a why. And sometimes, those answers come wrapped in layers of superstition and mystery. So, is the portrait of the crying boy truly cursed? Or is it just an innocent piece of art caught up in coincidence and our collective imagination? Perhaps we'll never know. But one thing's for sure, the sad eyes of that little boy staring out from countless homes surely tell a story, whether it's of fireproof mysteries or simply humanity's need to make sense of the inexplicable. Now that you've heard the tale, would you dare hang the crying boy in your home? Let us know in the comments below.